Okay, we'll start the session now. Welcome to today's session. So this Zoom session will be recorded and will be shared as watch party later lah. So if you are watching this on your Facebook page, please share as watch party also to your friends as well. My name is Don Chu and I will be your host for today. So today's topic is brought to you by my old friend Calvin. Okay, we are both digital marketing trainers. We have been working on digital marketing agency work together lah. We also shared the same stage in doing digital marketing training together as well. Okay, so today Calvin is going to talk about how to increase your Facebook page likes and followers from 0 to 10,000. Okay, now as we all know, Facebook is the #1 social media. And we also know if you are serious in doing social media marketing, having a Facebook page is a must. Okay, you need it to get these awesome features called page insight, so you can have data on your target audience lah, and also see how your content perform, which posts are getting better engagement, have better reach, and also if you want to do Facebook ad, having a Facebook page is a must. But the moment you create your Facebook page, the #1 question sure comes into your mind is, how do I get likes and followers? Because after you created, then it will be like, 0 like and everything. So this is what today's session is all about. Again, me and Calvin, we offer social media services for some of our clients, especially some they don't have time to manage their own social media platform. So some of the methods that Calvin is going to share with you all uh, are what we actually do for our customers. So it's real deal, yeah. So okay, so without further ado, let's welcome Calvin.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you very much, Don. Okay, so for today's session, I will give you a case study. I have one fan page. I start from 0 and build to 10,000 plus until today lah. Until today, it should be about 14,000 plus at this moment, as per what I checked this morning. Okay, so how I actually do it, I believe that some of the businesses some niche might be a little bit difficult to have this kind of result, but some niche might be a little bit faster to get this kind of result lah. It depends on what niche are you in. Basically, this method can be works for everyone, every niche, just like whether the effectiveness is whether fast or is slow. Right. So before I go through this one first, I would like to introduce a little bit on what we've been doing earlier. So as you know, this is session 6 already. So first session of the Athenium Network, we actually come out a topic for Digital Sundays. We call it as a personal branding and digital marketing. We elaborate a little bit on how you're going to start your personal branding and how you leverage on digital marketing to build up your personal branding. So on the session 2 itself, we actually come out a topic called conventional website versus sales funnel. How in what kind of circumstances you require a conventional website, in what kind of circumstances you require a sales funnels, right? Both is actually can be used for every business. So the third session, we actually share about the social media content strategies, what kind of content you can use for the top company. Usually top company use what content. We actually share how you can actually generate those kind of content for your social media. And the session 4 itself, since we get to know that the so-called personal branding, how you leverage on digital marketing. We know what kind of website you need to use, right? We also know that what kind of content you can share in social media. So we also need a website, right? So on session 4 itself, we guide you guys how to actually use this free cheat hub builder to create a website. You can create a sales funnel, you can create a conventional website using cheat hub builder. So after that, we have session 5 last week. We talk about how to drive traffic to your website, because if you already have the website, you get to know social media, things like that. But if you already have the website, how you drive the traffic, right? So last session, Don have shared with you guys the method of how to run certain campaign to actually drive traffic to your website, right? So if you if you want to get to know our previous session, can always go to our website, our fan page to see the previous live session. Some of the session we actually conduct in the Zoom, so we have the recording and we'll share it out later on. We are still in the middle of gathering all the information and uploading to our YouTube channels. Okay, so we will share the more details on our page later on once we live the video on YouTube. Right. So let's say if you want to have if you're interested to know what the topic that we actually covered earlier, you can actually drop us a message. We can share you a private link on the session first before we actually upload it into the YouTube. So in this session, I'm going to share with you guys one of the case study how to actually increase your fans and followers from 0 to 10,000, right? So session 7 next week, or maybe next 2 weeks, we might have another topic. Later on, we will see. Don will explain for you guys what kind of topic we were going to deliver next week, right? So same, okay. Again, thanks for you guys to attend this so-called Digital Sunday lah. So the Athenium Network, as you guys know, that we actually form a group of 5 person at this moment. We actually get to know. We actually believe that everyone have their own expertise. So on yesterday, Saturday itself, we have this Mindful Saturday conducted by Kumar and Daniel, right? So today Sunday, we call it as a Digital Sunday. We will conduct sort of related to digital marketing sharing for every week, right? So next, okay, a little bit about myself. My name is Calvin. I'm actually been doing digital marketing since 2007 lah. Old time we don't call it as a digital marketing. We don't use this fancy word lah. Just that digital marketing, this word it's been very fancy last few years lah. Old time we call it as an internet marketing, or we call it as online marketing, right? So on 2018 itself, I'm also a participant one of the program called EUSA1 program and been certified as their trainer. The EUSA program actually been conducted by this MDEC lah. If you get to know, it's a Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, right? So yeah, so we go into the topic already. So as you can see, this photo itself, this can be you or can be me when someone trying to sell you something. So you will say, no, I don't want, because we don't have the needs for the particular product and service, right? So people don't like being sold, right? If let's say if you walk into the supermarket, you walk into the mall, you walk into the shop, you are trying to like window shopping, but the promoter or the sales guy come forward to you. Hey, mister, do you want this or not? Do you want that or not? So your reaction will be something like this lady, right? No, I don't want, right? So this is how customer don't want you to show them something. But customers are very happy when they walk into the supermarket, they walk into the shopping mall, they like to go shopping, right? So as long as something that you as a customer, you want something, you want to buy something, you will be very happy and go to buy. But when you don't want something, someone come to actually approach you for a particular product and services, you will say no, right? So as we can conclude, customer love to shopping, but customer hate being sold, right? So similar to your audience, your participant, your audience, your customer base, they don't like to be sold. So they don't like you selling them something, right? Every day when you post something, sell, they see already, they also feel very annoying. They feel very, I don't like, I unfollow that particular page, right? So if let's say every day you can share them something they want to see, right? Some value. Customers keep on looking for value, right? If you can share them this piece of red color value over here, so customer will slowly get to know you. They will slowly like you, right? Then they will get notice about you. Let's say if a new customer, or maybe if you invite a friend to like your fan page, right? Or if someone introduce or someone help you to invite their friend to join the fan page, they don't know you earlier, but they keep on seeing you sharing a value over there. Then you don't sell them something, you share them a value, you share them something related to your niche. something, let's say if you are running, if you are doing like mothers and babies product, right? You share them like tips to how to take care of your infant, right? Tips how to actually wash their clothes so that they can have a healthy and hygiene clothes for them to wearing, right? Because for baby, their skin is very sensitive, right? If you have baby, you know, right? Their skin is very sensitive. You can't simply use some detergent to actually wash their clothes. You might need to actually use some baby detergent to actually wash their clothes, right? So this is something that you might educate your client, educate your audience. They get to know you, providing them this piece of red color value, so that they slowly get to know you, they slowly gain their trust, and eventually convert them to a happy buying customer, right? So a case study actually begin around 2007 when I buy a bike. Okay, this is my bike, right? It's actually a mini bike. The photo itself might looks like a bigger bike, right? But it's a mini bike, huh? Just its size itself still might be still smaller from the so-called Honda EX5 or those kind of modernized Chrysler from outside, right? It's smaller than the underbone, right? So from 2007 itself, I purchased this bike. And then I found that I want to know more about how to make some modification on this bike, how to actually make the bike become more beautiful. And then I also do some research online and check how other people put in some sticker or things like that to modify their bike become more nicer lah. So from there, I with my own hobby, I create a fan page, and then I gather a lot of photo, and I actually share the photo inside my fan page lah. So I believe from this way, a lot of fans, they also like me. They want to get to know how other people modify their bike, how people actually decorate their bike and become they're actually looking for this kind of information lah. So okay, this is the fan page that I'm actually uh, holding right now. From this morning screenshot is approximate 14,469 like and also 14,961 follow. So how I build up this likes and follow over here, right? It's actually for this page itself, I never spend a single cent. I never spend a single cent to make advertising on Facebook or make any additional advertising. It's purely for my hobby only. I don't spend any single cent to actually build it up lah. But I do spend some effort to actually build up the whole fan page, right? So let's go into demo. Shipping, give me a minute. Okay, let me share my screen. Don, can you see my screen right on the Facebook right now?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, okay, that's great. Okay, so let's go to this my fan page. I will actually guide you guys how you can actually use this method to gain a lot of likes. Okay, first, as I tell you guys, I go to the post section. As you can see, around this several years, I have actually shared up a lot of photo related to the bike. These photos is actually a ladies over here. The bike is very simple. It's just that the photo itself is, for me, I found that it's quite artistic on in terms of coloring, in terms of their so-called the photo itself is very nice. So I found that it's very good. So I download it and I actually share into the group itself. Title wise, not really much required to have very fancy title caption like thanks for sharing. Then it's some hashtag over here, right? So example, this is another audience. She actually shared to my groups. Sorry, not my group. She actually inboxed the photo to me, and I just share to the page itself. Some of the car owner or some people who have a nice photo of their bike, they would like to share to others. So they just inbox me. So I thanks to them, I publish for them lah. So when you have more and more more and more fans over here. The content itself, some fans is actually sharing the content itself for me, asking me to share, right? And then, okay, as you can see, some of the bikes like these 4 or 5 guys over here is is some sort in the racing, right? So you just simple put some message over, say that racing is a hobby, it's a sport, but do not race blindly. It's a very simple kind of content. You guys can just post over here, right? As you can see, I also post up some nice decal. This is white color decal, and you can also get some green color decal, things like that. If you can see a lot of the photo, you guys can actually go to the photo gallery and look for it lah. So how can I actually get a lot of likes from here? As you can see, every single post I made this one example have 88% like it, and then have some comment, have some share, right? So this one also same, have 90 people like it, 7 comment and 11 share, right? So the key to actually increase your fan page is, after you create this kind of value, right? You can use another method, is to join groups. Okay, the key is the groups. The key is groups. So you can go to join a lot of groups. For example, let's go for the first one. I make a demo for you guys. Just copy the link for this photo that I just post up a few days ago on 26 itself, 2 days ago. I did not do anything for this post at this moment. Automatic, I have 89% like it already, right? If you would like to actually use more likes from here, you can click on these people. All these people is already your current fans. They already like your fan page, but sometimes the fans has been sharing on their page, and their friends come to like your post. Then you will see this one can click a like. Is a invite them to like. That means, if let's say the person is not yet like, let me see if I can find any from here. As far as I know I can't find any, because all is like. Sometimes I can see 1 or 2 is not blur up. So you can click it. When you click it, you means you invite them to like your fan page, right? From there, you can slowly increase some of the fans as well, right? So from here, I unable to see everyone is actually invited. As you can see, some is already invited, but they did not like it, right? Some invited, some already like. Okay, so the key, back to the key, is about the group. Okay, let me share with you. So as a business owner itself, for your particular business, you, for the particular niche itself, example motorcycle niche, this is motorcycle niche, I can actually go to a lot of motorcycle groups. For example, this model name TNT 135. You can go to this group. You can see a lot of group over here. You have Benelli TNT Malaysia. You have owner group. You have a Malaysia. This one is Fun Bike. You have Z125 Kawasaki, Benelli. You have a Honda. A lot of Fun Bike over there, right? So you can also have a Thailand example, Thailand group, Taiwan group, whatever related to your niche. Join group. I think for this bike itself, at least got 20 to 30 groups itself. 20 to 30 groups. Okay, this is your first tips. Your first tip is key to join the group. For example, this unofficial Thailand group. When you go into there already, you just require to copy. Just now I copy the link for my particular post already, right? So from here, I just require to share my group, my post inside the group. I give you an example. Right? Okay, I just paste the link over here. Okay, just a minute. My internet is not so fast when I actually do a presentation in my room, right? Okay, so as you can see, the post is already putting over there. Regardless you want to put in some content or without putting in some content, you just require to share it. So imagine I'm actually the business owner to selling this bike. I don't sell anything to the audience, right? I post this photo in Thailand group, right? Thailand Benelli TNT 135 groups, right? I post this photo over there. Eventually, after sometimes you come back, right now it's totally zero, right? You can see quite a lot of fans over here starting to like your post over here. So some of the fans, they will see, hey, who is this guy? Benelli TNT 135/TNT 125, right? So they will click on it and go to my fan page. And then they found that, wow, this fan page, a lot of nice photo. They will just like, and then they will just they will like your other post, right? So remember just now I mentioned, some people who like your particular post, you can actually invite them to like your fan page, right? So some people will automatically say, oh, this fan page quite a lot of value. This fan page, this owner posts a lot of nice photo for my bike. I like this bike, right? I'm the fans for this bike. So they will go to like your fan page, right? So similar way to actually draw uh, a lot of fans come to your website to like your fan page is by sharing the value inside across the multiple groups, right? Multiple niche group, right? So for example, just now I also have this some of the niche group, like example fun bike. Fun bike is TNT135 is one of the bike within this fun bike group. You can actually share over there. It was still related to the topic, right? But you just don't go to some of the superbike group and just post over there, right? Some might be some group owner might don't like. They might actually mark you as a spam. But let's say if you are not so hard sell, you just share a nice picture over there, right? Mostly I don't see a problem lah. Most of the so-called group owner, they will just approve you, or they will just allow you to post over there, right? As long as you don't put any hard sell related post over there, mostly they will. Because as a group owner myself, I have multiple groups as well. I hold multiple groups as well. One of the groups is my digital marketing groups. I hardly approve people's contents, because I can see a lot of people come to my groups, post the content, or is upselling something about them, about it's a hard sell kind of stuff. I don't approve them. For people who are actually asking questions, they post some related to digital marketing news, I will approve them, because why? It actually bring value to my group member, right? As a group owner myself, I also found that some of the content people post in, whether get value or not. Without value, I don't approve. With value, I will approve, right? So it will be similar to what your business, what you are actually posting to other people groups, right? So it will be value, then people won't feel like very annoying. If let's say it's a very hard sell, you are just selling, then people will feel annoying. People don't read it, right? So same to the algorithm itself. The Facebook also have a back-end algorithm, if you don't know. So when you put something over there, eventually the system itself, the algorithm itself will get to know that what kind of they can detect the style of your posting, the content of your posting, right? Whether is it considered very hard sell or under promotional related. If promotional related, they won't actually appear for a lot of people looking at. You will not display to a lot of audience, right? If you are actually sharing some content that value people, right? The algorithm itself will detect. They will show some people, even though they cannot detect your content itself. They will do some testing. For example, right? This is some algorithm of the. I cannot say that my sharing my content, my word is exactly correct, but common sense wise, Facebook will have an algorithm whereby they will display to some people first, right? So they will see whether people got interact with your post or not. People got like your post or not. People got comment on your post or not. If they can see a lot of comment, they can see some comment, some like, meanings that your post bring value, and then the audience have actually do some interaction, have some engagement with the value itself. So Facebook will get to know that, oh, this page, I believe, is have some value. So they will try to give more people looking at it. When more people looking at it, they get more engagement. They get more people like and comment on their post. Eventually, they can confirm that, oh, this post is more value. They can give more and more people to look at your post, right? So this is quite some algorithm back end of the Facebook. So I will say that usually we should actually, that's why I keep on encourage you guys to share something value, as long as your posts come with interaction, come with engagement, likes example, comment example, share example. So eventually your post will be displayed to more people, right? So this is how the way I post a lot of my content into groups, right? But one more tips over here, do not overpost. Do not overpost, right? Example, if I have 30 groups I want to post, right? So I will recommend you one time post about maybe 4 to 5 groups. Then later, few hours later, then post another 4 to 5 groups, right? You don't one time post this 30 group. I think you won't able to post until 30 group. Maybe 6 to 8 or maybe 10 max. Your account will get suspended, right? Facebook will detect why this person keep on spamming other people groups. So they will actually treat your activity as spamming. So they will block your account or maybe suspend you from sharing into the groups for another maybe 7 days or maybe 14 days. You totally unable to share as at all, right? You can still browse your normal Facebook. You unable to comment on groups posts. You cannot share or like other people other content in the groups, right? This is how when your account gets suspended lah. So remember, do not overdo, right? Just do a limited advice to have not more than 5 at a time, right? So you have to jot now lah. You have to keep on a Excel sheet on these 30 group names, right? So when you have something post, constantly post at first 5, then 6 to 10 afternoon, then night time maybe 11 to 15, right? Tomorrow another day, right? Tomorrow start from maybe 20, 21, right, to 25, right? So this is how I will advise you to have slowly post your content to the groups, right? So apart from this, you can also, okay, back to my page itself. Okay, sorry, this is the groups. Okay, go to my page itself. As you can see, there is an option whereby groups means that your page itself can also join a lot of groups. As you can see here, I have this Ducati Monster, I have this Jack 900 Malaysia, I have this Benelli. Like Benelli might be my target groups, because it actually still belongs to the same company. But let's say some Ducati Monster over there. If I post my models over there, people might feel that I am in spamming, right? So you might actually want to choose what groups you would like to post and what groups you don't post. So, okay, this is the suggested group for you to join, right? Example, Benelli T600, I found that it's good. Okay, I just join, right? Whether they will ask you some, what's your intention to join. Some of the questions you just answer them. My hobby, example. No, plan to get one. Okay, example. So you just join whether they approve you or not. Okay, you can go to the group section. That is actually two part of another. This is the second tips. Another two parts of ways. You can even hold your own groups related to this. Example, this Benelli TNT 125 Vietnam. I have 3,950 members inside there. This group actually I'm the group admin. And then I also hold another group is TNT 125 France, Latvia, Indonesia, Australia, Denmark, Spain. These all groups belongs to me. I'm the site owner. So whatever things I want to post inside this group, I have full control. No one can control whether to approve me or not to approve me. So same to you. If you host a group, you are the king. You are the king for that particular groups, right? You are the owner. So whatever content you want to post inside there, you can just post it without require anyone permission, right? But again, don't hustle lah. You can actually put in some selling. You can actually use leverage on your group to actually sell something you actually sell, right? But same again, your audience will find that it's very hard sell. They will tell you no. They will give you again the same reaction, right? So all this group I hold it, so I have the authority to post whatever I want. So this is the advantage. You hold your own groups. Okay, second, below, as you can see here, groups joined by this page. Like just now I joined the page, right? Okay, all these pages I joined over there already. I join over there already. Okay, I give you some example. This group, the admin won't actually approve me at the beginning. So when I post something over there, I will require the admin to approve me, right? But usually, if you actually posting value related, most of the time the admin will approve. They will approve you lah. As long as you just don't hard sell. So let's say if you post something over there, the admin, as you can see, is pending approval from the admin. Perhaps it will take 1 day or 2 days for the admin to approve. Perhaps the admin don't like, right? They don't like they just delete my post, right? So you can actually jot down whatever 30 or 40 groups, and then whichever auto post or whatever need pending is depend on you, whether you want to waste time to actually post over there or not, right? Some of the posts, they will never ever approve you, because some of the admin, they treat it as everyone come in is post something is spam. Whatever they post, as I tell you, if you are the admin, you hold the rights. You, as some of the groups, you only can see the admin post. Everything admin, scroll now or admin post, scroll now, admin post, scroll now, admin post. You can't even find a member post over there. Some admin is very communism, right? I would say communism. They don't, they are the person who hold the rights. They are the authority. They don't even, you cannot do anything, right? We cannot do anything. The groups belongs to them, right? So as I would say that you have to actually don't waste some time. Some of the group don't actually approve you, don't waste some time, right? So for example, some of the groups that I join over here, example, this one, Benelli TNT 135 USA. So the differences in between is like just now when I show you that when I post some content is in this Thailand group, it will be shared by me, my personal account, right? But let's say if you use your group to join the particular groups and you post something over there, the content itself will show that you, as you can see, this is not me. As you can see, this interact, I can actually use this. I can use this interact with. I want to post myself also can. I want to post on behalf as a group, as my page also can. So usually I use page lah. Whatever my page already joined this group, I use page, because when I post something over there, people won't see my face. People won't see this is from Calvyn Lee. People will see, oh, this is from the fan page itself. So eventually people, the fans are directly see, oh, this fan page, it can directly click it and go to the fan page. Sometimes people were interested to know who is the person who share, right? So for example, this Thailand page, people will see me, people will come in me, but I don't want to have much interaction with those fans over there, right? Because some of the business, if let's say if you're a business owner, you found that it's good for you to interact with your audience, it's good. Let's say the audience come to add you as a friend, right? But sometimes as a fans only, when I post this kind of post inside a lot of group, I can see a lot of people, Thailand people actually come to add me, because for my account itself, I don't approve people I don't know. So you can see quite a lot of people adding me. I can have a lot of people adding me. Some is actually I don't know where they're from. I don't know where they're from. Quite a lot of people. So if you use your own identity to share things on groups, you might have a problem whereby a lot of people come to add you. They feel that they want to know, who is this owner share this kind of content. Maybe they want to know this lady, right? So they come to add me and then ask me, who is this lady, right? Example, example. So you will have a lot of problem when people come to add you. Let's say if you're using this way, right? When using this way, so the fans is actually looking at this photo. Hey, very nice, this photo. Who is this lady, right? So they will come to add me. They will actually ping me. They will actually put a PM for me, right? So you, or as I tell you just now, some of the people who have their own bike photo, right? They want me to share on my page, right? They can actually come in, they send me their photo so that I can schedule the content to post into my page. So this is how I use the way to generate from 0 to 10,000. It does not mean that the so-called audience can from 0 to 10,000 within days, within weeks, or within months, right? So remember, this is genuine way. This is not black hat way. Not buying likes. So approximate how long, if you ask me how long I built this fan page up, is approximate a year plus, a year, 3 months to a year and a half. So I hit 10,000. So after that, I don't actually go to maintain much, and I can see the number of the fans is actually slowly increase time by time because sometimes I do post. Sometimes for a few weeks I don't post, but sometimes I do have some photo, so I will actually keep some photo, or maybe I can browse some photo and I can actually keep the photo and post. Okay, last tips for you. Last tips. Since you join a lot of groups, example this Thailand group, USA group, fun buy group, right? Scroll down, you can see quite a lot of people sharing. Example, this one, right? This is actually not bad, not bad. They have some modification on their piping. They have this so-called armor, and they have actually chromed their this one fork to become red, right? And they have their special sticker over here, right? So this photo not been shared by my post again. So this is a tips. You can just click on this photo, right click, download, right? Download, and this photo you can share in your page, right? You are not actually using you are not actually abusing. If the owner really don't like it, don't like you share, but most of the owner will happy lah, because you feature their photo, you feature their bike in your fan page, right? So they will feel very happy. But I faced before some owner actually come to tell me, hey, I don't want you to post my photo. Why you post my photo over there? Then as an admin of the page, I say, oh, sorry for that. Just apologize. I will take now. Or if you would like me to feature your name over there, then I much happy to feature your name over there. No problem for that. And then some of the sticker is actually come from some of the sticker company, right? So when I actually post there, I actually quote them. They're very happy for that. They might even share your post on their fan page, or maybe some of the group they hold, right? So this is how you share some value inside your fan page, and then people found you have a value. You can, as I told you, you took their photo, you just feature them lah. You just feature them. Say this photo belongs to who. Thanks for who sharing this photo, right? Things like that. You just require to quote them, then they will be happy. So this is the last tip I would like to share with you, how you get more content because most of the photo in my fan page, I told you, none of it is my own photo. None of it is my own photo. Some is actually shared by fans. Some actually I took from the fan page, right? And actually share over there, right? So I think out from if let's say out from 100 or 200 or 300 photo, is only maybe one is belongs to myself, right? Mostly it's actually all the nice photos shared by other people, and then I just took it and share inside my page, because this page is purely for fans, my hobby only, right? So as you can see, quite a lot of photo over there, right? Especially with ladies one, people like, right? A lot of people like with ladies. For some of the photo with guys one, as you can see, the likes is lesser compared to ladies one, right? So okay, this is something that to share with you guys, right? Old time I share quite a lot of photos, quite frequently share, but just lately I seldom lah. Just within these 2 weeks, I try to post up some, because I would like to share this session with you guys. So I make some example, I make some practical over there. So okay, from the group itself, you can also see, I think there's a section called Insight. Just to extra share with you guys, okay, Insight give you how many page view, how many posts you reach. Okay, for this topic, we will actually cover these topics later on, right? Later on we might actually cover this topic for you guys, how to actually read the Insight to see how your page works, how many fans interact with your page, so that you get to know what type of photo the fans actually like to have. Like example, there are a lot of photo from my sharing, right? From the inside, I might able to see some more people actually like the bike itself only, or with some models, and then with guys or with ladies, right? So people, you can have the analytic, you can have the data inside there, right? So I think it's about the end of my sharing over here. Let me see. After I have made a demo, okay. Today, as you guys know that I would like my session, I will always like to have a giveaway lah. Unfortunately, for this session, I have no idea what giveaway I should actually give lah. So again, same. I would like to stick with my way, my method giveaway. If you guys my giveaway is, if you guys want to get to know more about this strategy, welcome to inbox me. Or maybe email me, so that I can actually give you a giveaway of so-called a mini coaching lah. If you want to have this mini consultation, if you want to get to know about this, right? So yeah, hereby I end my session. If you guys have any question, welcome. Feel free to put into the message area, or maybe if you feel shy to unmute yourself and ask question, put into the message, or maybe text us, right? Don,
Right.
over to you.
Okay. So thanks, Calvin, for sharing these practical tips. So hope you guys learn something today and can actually apply to your Facebook page and grow your page like and followers. So personally, I am I have a lot of experience in dealing with clients that want to use advertisement to grow their page like. Okay, it is not cheap to get page like. So in my experience, it takes up to 50 cents to 1 ringgit for one page like. Okay, for one page like using Facebook ads. So anyhow, we need to know how to get a page like without paying, although it might take some effort, but knowing how to do it is quite important. Okay, so as Calvin mentioned, we are now open for questions. You guys can unmute your mic and ask question, or you can type at the chat and we will answer it. Okay, I will check the private message. One moment.
Yeah, just now like Don mentioned, the so-called advertising fee, 1 ringgit to maybe 150. If you convert into the USD, will be approximate like 25 cent USD to maybe 50 cent USD per click lah. Let's say if we have an international audience who want to know the USD price. So it's depend on the country as well. Some of the country might have higher charges. Some of the country might have lower charges, right? For example, in Malaysia, the charges for us is approximate 25 USD to 50 cent USD per click lah. Like just now Don mentioned.
Right. So Calvin, I have one question here.
Sure.
So the question is, since because the niche you are sharing is bike, it's about motorcycle, it's a hobby kind of fan page. So how this method will work for businesses? If like if they are selling clothes, it's like fashion niche.
Okay.
So would it work?
Okay, like just now in front of the guide, I actually share with you guys that actually people actually look for value, right? So again, let's say if you are doing fashion needs, you can actually share some tips like how to actually nicely wear it. Because people, let's say if you are in the fashion niche, you will know that some clothing you have to wear in special method, or maybe add on a scarf, like a dress, a lady's a dress. Let's say just a normal dress, it won't look nice. But let's say with some simple scarf or some simple belt over there to add on, right, you might have a better looking. So this kind of information, this kind of tips, you can actually post inside your fan page. so that people get to know, oh, you show value. You can make something like before and after, right? This kind of content show this dress before and this dress after, add on some accessory, scarf or some belt, right? So you will looks better. These kind of things you can actually post to your niche group lah, or some other groups that related to your niche, right? So from there, people get to know, oh, by adding this simple stuff, this dress can looks better, right? So people might interested to buy this stuff, this dress, right? So I believe this kind of information answer your question, right?
All right. So good answer. Yeah, good answer. So I have another question, which is they are asking, is it recommended to run ads using, I mean, a part of using this method lah? Is it advisable to run ads?
Okay, like just now, Don do mention some people want fasting, right? They don't like they don't want to waste a lot of time from this posting because for this kind of posting, like just now what I share, post into groups is quite time consuming, you know. By adding all those groups, and then you have to wait the admin approve you, then you have to record one by one, you have to testing whether the groups itself is automatic. When you publish something, it's auto there, or it will fall into the pending, and then you need to actually jot down, make a remark there whether this admin approve your post before or not. They like to approve some is pending. Every time you go in, definitely pending, but within a few hours the admin itself will approve you. And the admin, I will say, very kind and generous lah. This kind of admin, so he will just approve you whatever you are hard sell or soft sell, they approve you. This kind of admin very generous. But some of the admin is not that generous. As I tell you just now, it's very democratic way. They only approve posts they like. They only approve their own posts. They only publish their own posts. They don't approve people share posts, right? So this kind of way take a lot of time for you to do it, right? And then every post you post up, you have to post one by one. Morning 5, afternoon 5, nighttime 5, right? So it's actually quite time consuming. If let's say if you have budget to do some ads, I will recommend you go for it. Or maybe concurrently you run both, right? If you plan to do this way and you plan to do ads, it's actually recommend, not to say it's recommend, as long as you have budget, I would say can go for it, right? Don, perhaps you have your own opinion on this, since you are the expertise for the advertising Facebook.
Yeah, actually, you have already mentioned some. I mean, most businesses, they don't want to wait. They want to, like, have at least 500 to 1,000 likes before they start any serious marketing. So they will first use Facebook ads to get that kind of like. Then only they will run other campaigns. So they don't want people after see their ads come to their page, then realize that this page has no likes. So they will use that kind of I mean, they will run Facebook ads to boost up the page like first. All right, Calvin, there's another question from GJ. Yeah.
Yes.
So he's asking what is the pro and cons for page and group?
Okay, page and group. Page, I would say that is some sort like your own website lah. People cannot put much discussion over there. Page is like you hold the page, you post whatever things over there, people can discuss on the comment section, right? Your client, your audience, your visitor, your fans can actually comment over there. But groups is different. Groups is like a discussion group. Anyone can actually post a question, post something over there. Even your competitor itself can post over there, right? So if you are, like I mentioned just now, we got two types. One is you hold your page itself, you are the admin. You hold it, you have the authority to approve who and who posts, right? Sometimes you can see your competitor come in to post something over there, right? Don't approve them, right? But let's say if you go to some public groups, right? Other people or other your competitor also post content over there, right? So one thing is when you post some content over there, when your user try to interact with you, ask some question, right? Definitely you have to serve them better lah, right? Of course, you need to answer them. with a good way. And then maybe if you found that you want to PM this person to actually give them more value, more information, or maybe upsell them something lah, it's up to you, right? As long as don't give them feel like very annoying when you reach them and then you try to sell them something lah. Compared to your competitor, when your competitor post over there, right? You can even see who is actually comment on your competitor post from the group itself, right? So from there you might also able to gain some prospect lah. People who actually asking something from your competitor might don't reply on them, so you can actually go to reply them, give them some value, answer their question, right? So groups is more into discussion and page is more into the content that you would like to share over there. So like I mentioned, like my strategy over here is I post something inside my page and I should reshare this thing inside the groups, multiple groups, regardless it's my groups or other people groups. I share over there. So from there, from groups itself, I draw the traffic and then come to like my page. So that's the objective of my sharing of this strategy. My case study on when I built totally from zero to 10,000 plus within 1.5 years.
Right. So if there's no further question, I think we can end today's session. But don't worry, you guys, you can anytime just private message us. You can message us as at the TAN, or you can just message Calvin, the speaker, personally lah. All right. So that's it for today. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next session.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.